Hello YouTube, I am back at it today again on the Rambler. As you can see, I've got the back end up in the air. The plan was to start this off with changing the rear rubber line and checking the brake lines and everything on the rear. I crawled underneath there and looked, and I noticed two things right off the bat. One, I have the wrong rear rubber line, so I can't use the one I have. And two, the rubber line and the brake lines actually on the back of the car, along with the brakes before, because I've had the wheels off before and I've looked inside the brake drums. Everything back here appears to be relatively new, so I'm assuming from the looks of it, it was all redone. They went to bleed it originally and figured out the master cylinder was shot, and that's where they just gave up and sold the car. So everything in the back appears to be relatively new. The front rubber lines still look like crap, so I'm going to change them, but I'm not so worried about the rear rubber line now. I'm going to leave that alone, and I think I'm just going to pull the wheels off, double check everything again quick, bleed them, put the wheels back on, and call it a day. I think that's going to be the plan for the rear. Then the front, I'm going to go ahead and do it the right way. Well, the better way. Change the rubber lines as long as my rubber lines match, because I'm pretty sure I can make them work whether they are the exact right ones or not, and go from there. Well, after about, I'd say 5-6 minutes of effort now, I've determined that while the lines didn't look too bad, the main line going from the front of the car to the back of the car to the front of the rubber line, definitely bad. So, time to go to the auto parts store and grab some parts. Making a stop at the unofficial sponsor because, well, my wife works here. And got what I needed. So, hopefully this will get the brake lines done on that thing. It's already got me feel like a revival YouTuber just because of the fact that second video and I'm still fighting with brakes. Hopefully this will fix the problem I'm having. So far, guys, I have discovered that does not matter how hard I try, I cannot get fluid to the back of the car. The master cylinder is working fine. The brake cylinders seem like they were working fine with compressed air. I'm just doing it lightly with some compressed air to test them out. Because I thought maybe they weren't getting fluid to them, because there was some fluid at the one back brake line, but not a lot. There doesn't appear to be any at the other. So I think either the rubber line itself is in fact clogged, or it's the metal line going to the back that's clogged. So I guess the next step is start making that line. Well, went ahead and got the car up on all 4 jack stands and got all 4 tires off the ground, so I can move around underneath of it to do this brake line a little easier. And now I'm too short to reach under the hood to start it. I love being short. 5'5" is just such an awesome height, let me tell you. Alright, I got the first part done. I've gotten from the master cylinder down around, and I am now currently working right here. Working my way to the back axle. So we're getting there, baby steps. Alright guys, as you can see, I got the new rubber line in. I gotta figure out a way to secure it because it's not quite as long as the old one was. But it'll work for now. And I got the lines hooked back up, going to both wheel cylinders. Both of these lines were clear, so I didn't bother remaking them, I just reused them. So hopefully now, when I go to bleed the brakes, something actually happens. We'll see though. Alright, well, I've got 3 out of 4 brakes redone as much as I can, which bleeding the back two seems like I've created a new problem up front. This one wants to lock up, and I'm not sure why. Everything was working fine previous to that, and it turned free. So I'm hoping now that I got the new rubber line and a new metal line going to this one, maybe now it will unlock, hopefully. Which it might just be sticky from old age. So I'm hoping once I get it on and everything moving, maybe it'll be fine. We'll see. I'm just going to get it bled and go from there. Well, I don't think any amount of cleaning is going to get this, and even if it did, doesn't matter. It's broke anyway. Guess we're going to go to the auto parts store and see about getting... Well, that didn't go as good as hoped. Can't get new wheel cylinders till Thursday, so I guess that's going to be the end of this little adventure. Well, guys, unfortunately, I don't think this is going to happen this week. I can't get the new brake cylinders till Thursday, and I really want to try to get one film out a week. I know that ain't a lot. I know not a lot happened in this one because it was just a lot of me fighting with the brakes. But the upside is the rear brakes do now work. I now know what's wrong with the front brakes. Even though I thought the front brakes were okay, the wheel cylinders have proved me wrong. So, but by the time this is all said and done, this car should stop good for being a non-power all-drum brake car. At least I'm hoping it will after this much effort. I definitely get why some of the other car revival guys spend so much time on brakes now, because this is the first time I have ever had a car fight me this bad on the brakes, ever. And this one, this old girl had 2 locked up brake calipers on it, and it still didn't fight me nearly as bad as this thing has. Because ironically, getting parts for an 81 Celica seems to be easier than a 63 Rambler. Who would have guessed that one? But anyway, guys, you will hopefully see me again next week. We will get these brakes finished then, because I only get a couple hours a week to get out here and get stuff done. So maybe I might try to make something where I get the radiator swapped out, because I do have a new radiator laying up there for it. So hopefully that'll be a thing. Maybe I can do a startup video for you guys then. And we'll see how it goes. But until then, remember, guys, it's about the adventure. It's not about the destination. Try to get out and have some fun with your projects. And if I don't see you sooner, I'll see you next week. Have a good day.